Okay, okay. Ah, hey YouTube. Okay. I am back. About to check out some games for tomorrow. There's a pretty interesting slate of NIT games I'm gonna go over and see if I can get in on something. I did the recap in my last video, so just gonna skip that. And we on to the games. Okay, first game, Liberty at George Mason. This is a crazy matchup. Like, it's tough because it's just so weird how good George Mason plays at home. I kind of want to fade their home performance. Like, how have they just been playing that good at home? It's kind of crazy. Like, they're 10 points better in the home versus away sample. So, that right there has me like, maybe I don't want to get involved because I do like Liberty. I kind of think all the dogs are live today. I kind of want to take every underdog, but probably won't. Because I'm like, it's hard to find comparable samples of these teams because, I mean, they just play none of the same teams and they're just in completely different conferences. So it can be tricky trying to compare them. So it's going to be careful, but I do like the underdogs across the board in general today. I mean, I don't know. I don't think George Mason could keep this up at home. They just blew out St. Louis at home. I don't think they'll shoot good. Their defense is good, but they let up a lot of threes. They don't let up a lot of 3 points actually, but they let up a lot of attempts. So to me, it's just like, okay, Liberty could be hitting their shots, and at that point, it would be a good game. Liberty could win because they're going to be able to shoot their threes, and that's kind of their game. So I think this could be close and I lean Liberty, but it's just so crazy how good George Mason plays at home that it's just like one part of me wants to fade it and then the other part is like, yeah, maybe not. Because it's just like in none of the other samples are they covering this number. It's just like, okay, this home versus away sample, they're very dominant. It's like, okay, they started the season hot at home and out of conference, and then George Mason kind of fell off. So it's like, okay, maybe there are still remnants of that team that can come out, that comes out when they're at home, but it's just weird. Like, I don't trust it. Boy, I don't know about this. I probably won't touch it. It's an interesting game, though. Next game is UNC Wilmington at Yale. This is another good game, but it's just the same exact situation. It's just like, okay, every sample, it's a pretty contested matchup, but home versus away, Yale is just so dominant, putting up 84 points a game at home in the comparable sample is pretty crazy. So it starts to make me believe that Yale can easily cover this, like, but it's just like not appearing in the other samples. So it's like, just am I really gonna just put everything on the home on the home advantage? Because I don't know. I don't know that people are gonna be there getting hyped for this game and they're gonna have some crazy home field advantage. It is it's not that far for UNC Wilmington. So, another one where I like the dog, but I don't know about this home situation. Like, I think this is a good game though, especially UNC Wilmington coming off that, both of them coming off of terrible losses, but UNC Wilmington kind of faltered at the end of the season in a couple games. I mean, Charleston's a decent team. They lost by like a possession. So I'm not too sure what the deal is with them, but let me just check both of these games out. So yeah, Liberty skid out horribly at the end of the season, which is kind of why I'm kind of like, yeah, they have a chance to hit shots. They gotta come back eventually. It's just like George Mason is just dominant at home for no reason. They also skid out at the end of the season, so it's like, okay, they just lost to St. Bonaventure in the conference tournament. That's probably not what they were expecting. Hmm. Yeah, George Mason might come out scrapping. I'll probably lay off this. She probably will. Okay. Let's see what Wilmington did to end. Like they had really good runs in conference. They lost to William and Mary twice. Okay. Okay. And then right, the loss to Charleston. I mean, getting eliminated by Campbell by 15 points is pretty crazy. I wouldn't mind backing them off a crazy loss like that. Have they played anybody like Yale? They ran through their non-conference teams too. I mean, these are all pretty bum teams, but I mean, Navy, Marshall. Oh, they lost to Howard. Still, Navy, Marshall, those are two good teams to beat. That's about it. They lost to Kent State, who's high. Interesting. Then, like, I don't understand the Ivy League. It's just so weird to me, the Ivy League. It's just like five teams. They just play each other a bunch of times. I mean, it's not that few. It low key might be. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's like six teams. Yale almost losing to Howard, who beat Wilmington. Interesting. Interesting. Lost to Harvard. This could easily be a close game. Ooh, they beat Charleston in non-con. They beat Akron. They whooped Navy. Okay, their non-con wins are definitely better. You Albany. Their non-con wins are definitely better. Ooh, it's another tough one. Like they're both off terrible losses. Terrible losses here. After looking at this, I don't know. I don't know that I can back UNC Wilmington. For some reason, I feel like Yale is going to destroy them. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I probably can't back either team because, again, I'm not really getting Yale doing this, and I don't know if I'm just going to go in and rely on a home field advantage right now for these teams. Like, either of these teams hit their shots and they're going to win, so it's kind of close. Next game is Wyoming at Wichita State. Same thing. It's like, yeah, I don't really see any samples where they're covering this besides the home sample. And okay, they are beating teams by this number at home, Wichita State, but these teams are worse ranked than Wyoming. So it's like, I don't really see Wichita State even covering this number versus similar teams. So I like Wyoming a lot. I mean, I'm wondering if I can get a better number. I would fade Wichita State here, though. They're not going to hit their shots tomorrow. They went on such a crazy run and then just got washed by Florida. They're done. They're just over it. Wyoming. I wonder what it's at now. I wish I could get like a 7.5 or an 8.5. That's wishful thinking, but I don't know. Maybe I put the wrong spread in and it is. Let's see. So Wichita State, nah. I don't mind the plus 6.5 here with Wyoming. I think this will be a close game. I think Wyoming, I mean, they're both very similar teams, so hmm, like Wichita State's offense is a little bit better. I mean, Wichita State's defense at home being that good is interesting, but you know what? They probably have a crazy home environment. Okay, so this might be a tough environment for Wyoming to go into, but Wichita State, like, they still have to hit their shot, so it's another one I lean the dog, but probably won't even get on. Well, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Next game is Davidson at Oklahoma State. This is another one where it was really tough to compare the teams because Oklahoma State just played way harder teams. So it makes you want to back Oklahoma State just because it's like Davidson hasn't played anybody. So this is got them winning by 7.5 and like okay. In the home sample I got them winning by 8, okay, so I kind of think this line is about right. I think they'll probably win by around that, so I don't really need to take either side of this one. I think this is the one line that's like, okay, Oklahoma State does kind of have an advantage over this team. Like looking at a team that's putting up in the high 80s of points a game versus a team that's not even touching 70. So, like, yeah, okay, their defense is only letting up 70 to 75, but yeah, I don't think that Davidson is gonna come to Oklahoma State and have lockdown defense on them and be able to hit buckets. So I'm not touching this. I almost lean Oklahoma State, but it's just like I'm not getting that strong reason to do it. Next game, Stephen F. Austin at Tulsa. So in this game, I actually do kind of like Stephen F. Austin to bounce back. They've kind of been having a few bad games, I would say. I mean, Tulsa too got destroyed, but I honestly don't think Tulsa is that good. I think maybe Tulsa wins by maybe Tulsa wins by a couple possessions, but nah, not more than that. I think Stephen F comes in here scrapping. So this might be one I actually take. I mean, I got Tulsa winning by 5 tops. And it's like anytime they've played teams even close to ranked like Stephen F. Austin, they haven't been covering this number. Hmm. Yeah, I like Stephen F. here. Interesting. Like Stephen F. might be able to win the way Tulsa's been playing. Had to play lockdown D on them. Letting up less than 78, less than 70 points a game on the road. This 87 at home, no, that's over with. Oh, St. Thomas, Minnesota at Seattle. I honestly like St. Thomas in this. I just don't get what about Seattle makes them. I mean, they got a 2 to 4 point advantage at home. Looking at the total season samples, yeah, I don't see any reason to really back Seattle at this. It's just crazy how much better St. Thomas has been playing. So like, yeah, if you're looking at samples going back out of conference play, it is more even, but I'm gonna roll St. Thomas. I almost think they should be the favorite. I'll probably roll St. Thomas. I wonder, is this all the same spreads? Yeah, yeah. Still plus 2.5. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm gonna roll with them. I was looking at this earlier. There weren't any injuries or nothing like that. Like, I guess what? Because Seattle was good at the beginning of the season. They're the favorite. They didn't really play impressive in conference. Like, they had a run out of conference. Okay. That they looked good. They beat Washington. That's pretty great. But other than that, they had some good out of conference wins, actually. I mean, I guess that's why. But, like, what? That's done. I mean, St. Thomas has been playing consistently good all season too. Yeah, they took a couple rough losses out of conference, but they're playing just as good. Yeah, it might be a crazy move, but I'm gonna fade Seattle. Fade in Seattle, yeah, we definitely maybe bugging, but it's like it's not like they've been playing crazy competition and destroying them or like doing great, so I don't see St. Thomas as much out of the ordinary of what they're playing. Let me just check. South Alabama, Auburn. Okay, should have something for these. Okay, so yeah, I like it. I think Saint Thomas has just been playing better versus similar teams, and you're gonna be hyped to whoop on them going over there right now. Little trip, little flight, but all right. UNLV at UC Irvine. I mean, I want to take UNLV so bad here. Like UC Irvine is like not terrible, but they played the worst schedule ever. It was so hard to even find samples of comparable teams to for them to even get any output here. So yeah, I don't know. Like yeah, I'm getting them after everything is said and done. I'm getting them as a 1.5 to 3 point favorite. So I'm like, dang, maybe the books are on to something, but now I'm just like. No way is this team who's just been playing horrible teams all season going to just beat UNLV by more than a possession. Like maybe they sneak away with it, but to me this makes I want to just go against what this output is saying here just because I just had to like I mean, yeah, I just had to like take out a bunch of hard games from UNLV, add a couple to I mean take all the easy games out of UC Irvine, and it was just like, really? I don't know. I don't see it at all. But maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe we check if there's an injury or something. But otherwise, I might just roll UNLV. It's crazy. Okay, I mean, yeah, UNLV isn't out here killing it or anything. They went on a terrible skid out in conference, but their conference is good. I don't like Grand Canyon, Nevada, Utah State, San Diego State. All of these teams are good. And I think if these teams are playing in this NIT situation, whichever ones are, I guess it's only like second place. So I guess none of them are. But Wyoming is. Yeah, Wyoming is so like I don't know. These teams are decent. Like this conference is slept on, I think, because we have the UC Irvine Anteaters. Like what? They were playing UC Riverside and UC San Diego. The best team in their conference is Hawaii. So, which whatever. People have been hyping up Hawaii, but I'm so sick of it. Like Hawaii's gonna get demolished in the conference. This is a terrible conference. Yeah. No recent injuries, so we're chilling with our mains. UC Irvine 7-3 against the spread last 10. Uh, Interesting. Okay. I'm going to fade them. I'm gonna fade UC Irvine and take UNLV. It is a far trip for UNLV, so like I'm wondering if these traveling teams are like gonna be like stuck at airports from the shutdown and everything going on. But that would be terrible if that affected everything. But I'm just not seeing this. I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, all the samples that are suggesting it, which is crazy. So I'm like, dang, am I really just gonna go against this? Huh. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't. I'm better off taking something else. All right. So last game is South Alabama at Auburn. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this game. I don't think Auburn is very good. I think they're probably disgusted to even be a part of whatever this tournament is. They probably thought they deserved an at-large bid. They are probably angry, so they're either gonna just not try and just get through this game and go on with their off season, or they're gonna just completely destroy this team by 30 points. I'm kind of leaning towards the destroying them by 30 points, but I'm not sure. Like it is crazy. I might honestly just take Auburn and lay the points. I think they may just come in out of pure vengeance and just beat this team by 50 points in fury. South Alabama is like whatever, they're just happy to be going on a little trip. This is crazy, but I mean, the only samples where I got it close were the home versus away, and they're 24 points better. In a couple samples, they are only 12 to 14 points better, so it is a big number. Dang. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if Auburn came in here and just destroyed them. Hmm. Well, let's see what I'm actually gonna pick as my favorite. I probably should have determined this before, but alright, so I low-key like Liberty. I low-key want to just fade how insane this performance is. Like, bro, they're just winning by double digits at home on average, and they just destroyed St. Louis at home, and we're not gonna fade that. Like, they're gonna have a bad game at home. They're not gonna have a bad one. Like, I don't think Yale can cover this either. I think Yale also probably feels like this tournament's beneath them. I don't think any of these guys are gonna cover it. It's crazy. Besides maybe Oklahoma will cover, and that's not even the one that I see. Like, all right. So what am I gonna take? I'm gonna take Stephen F. Austin, St. Thomas. I'm definitely taking one of these other dogs because I think I have a couple bets already in from the play-in games. Do I fade this at George Mason like I know I want to? really want to just like take all four. So Liberty at George Mason, like, yeah, I'm not gonna take this one. I'm just getting bad vibes on it. I'm more likely actually like UNC Wilmington here, even though it's the same exact situation. And like, Yale almost lost to Howard, who did beat UNC Wilmington, which, doesn't look great, but at least they were, I mean, it was a good game at UNC Wilmington. I don't think Howard came and destroyed them. Hmm. I like UNC Wilmington, but I would probably need like a 6.5 to move on it. Definitely not backing any of these favorites in this weird conference, in this weird tournament, though. Again, Wyoming I like, even though they're going into this scary environment, supposedly, but I don't like this one enough. I like UNC Wilmington probably the most, but for minus 17.5. Oh, it's tempting. But I think the only ones I could truly take are going to be UNC Wilmington, yeah. There's a chance Liberty just like, yeah, like if they hit their shots, they're gonna win this game. They don't need to hit that many of them either. But can't fade George Mason after some of the work I've seen them do this season, especially at home. So I'm gonna take UNC Wilmington because I just don't think the Ivy League is very good, and I don't think Yale cares about this game at all. I think they're just over it. UNC Wilmington is gonna come in and fight. It's just like a trip up north, not anything too far. So I'm rolling UNC Wilmington, Stephen F. Austin, and St. Thomas. Those are the three picks. Let's see how we do. Thank you.